Well, hello everyone. I'm Snigdha Kakkad and this is my channel AccelerateAICareers. Today we are going to solve a very interesting LeetCode problem. LeetCode 666 plus 1 has been an all-time favorite for three major companies, Amazon, Google and Microsoft. So let's see what does this question say. You have been given a large integer which is represented by an integer array digits where each digit in this array digits I at ith index is the digit of that integer. So the digits are ordered from most significant to least significant, starting from left of the array to the right in the array. The large integer does not contain any leading zeros. It will be more clear by the example, but what does the question want? We need to increment this large integer by 1 and return the resulting array of digits. So for example, you have been given here input digits 1, 2, 3 and you have to add 1 to it. So it's essentially 123 number given to you. You have to add 1 to it. So when you add 1 to 123, you get 124. Hence your output would be 124. Seems so easy, right? Another example, so you have been given an integer 4321 and you have to add 1 there. So it's 4321 plus 1 which leads to 4322, which is the output 4322 as a digits array, right? But what happens if in place of these digits you have this digit 9, 9, 9? When you add 1 to it, if say suppose you have to add 1 to it, then what would be your output? 9 plus 1, 10. Will your output would be this? That is 9910. We're going somewhere wrong, right? Because 999 plus 1 is not this, right? So this is incorrect. Then what should be your answer? So we should go back to our elementary time period. How did we used to do additions? Whenever we hit 10 decimal places, that is 10 value, then we used to put 0 in place and we used to take 1 as a carryover. That's what we are going to do here. So 9 plus 1 is 10. So we will put 0 here and take 1 as a carry. Then that 1 carry plus 9 is 10 again. So we put 0 here, take 1 as a carry. And then 9 plus 1 is 10 again. So we take 0 here and take 1 carry. But now if you see we take 1 carry, it has exceeded the number of digits which were 3 earlier. We had 3 9s, we have exceeded that. So we'll just place 1 carry here. And that is your answer. So you can return the output as 1, 0, 0, 0. This would be your result. So interestingly, your edge cases, whenever the digits are 9 and you have to add 1, right? For example, in example 3 shown here, the digits is 9 and you have to add 1 there. So if you have to add 1, you have to take 1 as a carry and 9 plus 1 would be 10, right? So it would be 1, 0 as the output. So I hope this is clear to you. We will code the same thing. The only algorithm behind is that you have to remember your elementary school addition and take into consideration all of the edge cases. Before doing any coding, I just need to bring to your notice that whenever we do an addition, we start from the ones place. That is, we are adding 1 backwards. We are moving in the array backwards, right? Instead of starting from 1, we are starting from 3 and then adding 1 and then going ahead, checking if there is a carry and going ahead, right? So instead of going backwards in my code, what I'm going to do, I'm going to reverse the digits array first. And then I'm going to add 1 starting from the leftmost value rather than starting from the ones place. And finally, once I have received my answer after adding 1, then I'm going to reverse the digits again to return the answer. So I hope that is clear. You can of course start from backwards direction and go to the leftmost digit, but I prefer to reverse the digits array first and then add 1. So let's start coding it. So like I mentioned, we will first reverse the digits array. And how do we do that in Python? So it would be digits and then colon -1. That's how you reverse any array in Python, okay? And then I initialize my carry. I can initialize my carry with any variable. I'm using just carry. And I initialize my index I wherever my value starts from whenever I start looping, right? And initial value of my carry would be 1 because I'm adding 1 to the entire number. And the index I'm starting is 0. So now I will run this loop until I have the carry because I have to keep on adding until then, right? And I will check my edge cases. So if my index has exceeded the length of digits array, in that case, what happens? Okay. So first edge case. So if this digits value at any point index is equal to 9, in that case, I will update this digits I value with 0 and I will take it as a carryover. So when you take it as a carryover, you keep your carry as 1, right, which is already the value of carry. So you do not make carry 0 now since you have added 1 to 9. Instead, you keep carry as 1 and you make the digits place as 0. Same thing as we did in example 3 here. We added 1 to 9. So 9 plus 1 led to a 0. Same, that is, I'm doing digits I equal to 0 and I'm taking the carry as 1 subsequently, okay? So that's what I have done. Else condition here would be in case your digits I is anything but 9. So in that case, you just add that plus 1 directly because it's not gonna lead to a carry. And you can update your carry to 0 because you have already made the addition, so you don't need any carry anymore, right? So you can just update it to 0. Now there was an if condition when you were checking if your index is within the bounds, that is length of digits, right? But there's an else condition with it. Suppose it exceeds that, like in this example 999 plus 1, this last one exceeded the number of digits given to you, which were 3 digits. It comes in the 4th place. So what did you do? You appended the digits array with a 1. That's what you did here. So you added 999 plus 1, you got 3 zeros and you added a 1 here. So that's what I'm doing. I'm appending a 1 here and I'm updating my carry with 0 because I've already added the 1. And in the entire loop, you have to keep on incrementing. Since it's a while loop, you have to keep on incrementing your index by 1. And finally, you just return digits. And since you have to reverse them first because you initially made a reversal, so you have to reverse in the same manner. So let me just summarize the code for you once. So I first reverse my digits because I have to, start from this 0th ones place first. So instead of going backwards, I want to go from the front, that is 0 index, then 1 index. So to do that, I reverse this entire array once. And I initialize my carry by 1 because I have to add 1. So I assume that initial carry is 1. And I initialize my index position as 0, okay? Now I run a while loop until the carry value is non-zero, it's 1. So then I check if this index position is within bounds, that is less than length of digits. Like in this case, 999 plus 1 led to this out of bounds digit 4th place, right? So that's what I'm checking here. And if this digit is 9, in that case, 9 plus 1 is 10, right? So you set that value as 0 and you keep the carry as 1 only. You do not set carry as 0, okay? And otherwise, if this digit's I value is not 9, you just add 1 and you set the carry value as 0 because you have made the addition already. Now, if say suppose this index value has hit the boundary condition, it is greater than length of digits. In that case, you just have to append 1 to the digits array. Like we did here, 999 plus 1 led to 1000. So you appended 1 to the digits array. Same thing I'm telling here. And once you have added 1, you don't have any 1 remaining. So you set carry as 0. And you have to loop across while until carry is non-zero, so you have to keep on incrementing the index position. And finally, you return digits, but since you reverse them initially, so you have to reverse them again to bring the solution in the requisite format. So the time complexity here of your desired solution is O of n because you're looping through the entire array once, right? And the space complexity is O of 1 because you're not using any additional memory to store your variables or anything. So hence your space complexity is O of 1. So I hope the solution is clear to you. Let me run. So it's accepted. Let's submit. So see, it's a very good solution, performs really well. If you like my way of solving problems, subscribe to my channel to get your notifications for your daily LeetCode challenge. If you have a better approach to solve this question, mention them in the comments. I would be happy to learn from it. Thank you.